Everything is a drum.
Hey!
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI, and Merry Christmas if you're watching this on the public YouTube channel. Merry November the 15th or something if you're watching this on Patreon. This is Schitt's Creek Season 4, Episode 1. I told you I was going to get back to this. I didn't want to take too much of a break from this because I know I took a break at the absolute wrong time, just when things are about to kick off. The last episode that I saw had Stevie and Johnny book out the motel. Business is booming, which was great to see for them. Alexis just graduated high school. David and Patrick had a moment as well, and we also found out that David had never sort of openly been like announced as gay or with a guy or anything like that. So this show seems to end every season on a really high note, and I can't wait to get stuck into season 4. If you want early access to my Schitt's Creek reactions, go to patreon.com/FWCI. Now, usually I'm 2 weeks ahead, but because I'm doing Schitt's Week, as you would have seen in the thumbnail, I'm doing an episode every single day for this week. All 5 days, and there's still another 2 episodes on Patreon, so if you want to watch the next 7 episodes of Schitt's Creek with me, you can go to Patreon and do that for $5 dues right now. Bob better be in this episode, that's all I know. Let's jump in. Schitt's Creek Season 4, Episode 1, Dead Guy in Room 4.
I have endured a cornucopia of trauma the last few years.
I draw the line at living in a crime scene. Okay, nobody's been murdered, Mrs. Rose.
Like, checked out without pain, asleep.
Okay, I think it's a little early for humor, Stevie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just see a dead body?
What did this gentleman
Nobody's been murdered.
Okay, the old man in room 4 died alone in his sleep.
Why do I find that scenario even more bone-chilling than...
Do I look like a coroner?
I don't think you want people answering that question. You gave me such a hard time for getting involved with Ted, and then you just French your business partner literally the second he peeks his head out of the closet.
Come on, there's been tension for a while.
I agree with David. We must all move on from this.
Did I say that?
Well, there's no use wasting time worrying about what happened.
We're not worrying about what happened, Moira. We're trying to find a solution.
Did Moira murder this man accidentally?
Roland knows a guy at the coroner's office.
Wait, you told Roland?
Oh, no.
Checking out?
Hello, Johnny. Stevie, I come bearing good news.
Okay, Roland, as you can see, Mr. Rose is checking out a guest right now, so maybe you can hold off on that good news.
Oh, sure.
Well done, Stevie. Thank God.
Read the toilet that died in room 4. The plumber
He just goes ahead and
will
says
be
it
here in
anyway.
a few hours. He said he'd be
goes
here
ahead and
sooner,
says
but
it
he has
anyway.
another autopsy.
Fuck, Roland.
Well, I'm sure they'll be fine, Johnny. I saw a lot of dead bodies when I was a kid. And I would say that I turned out pretty okay.
Oh, Roland. Roland, I have missed you. Jesus. Oh, Ted.
So,
You know, now that you're here, I guess you could sit in on the interviews with me.
oh,
Oh, okay. That works.
I got a job here, and I have literally zero interest in animals. So you guys are already, like, way ahead.
So someone's been busy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been up since 5. Could not sleep. Been thinking about stuff, you know, last night.
Yeah, I get it.
No regrets. No, I feel good. I feel like a weight's been sort of lifted off my shoulders.
That's very cool to hear.
Okay, no, not like a sleepover.
I think it's important that I be honest with you about how I'm feeling, because I know you have a lot of experience.
Is he being really serious right now, or is he just fucking with him?
Ding-a-ding.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Rose.
The anger in David's eyes there.
What are you doing here?
You know what I'd love? A tea.
We don't sell tea.
She just wants to hang out there.
Sorry, David. I know where else to turn. It's probably nothing, but I think I've killed a man.
She did kill him. What did you do?
I wasn't sure about the scone, so I got one just to be safe.
There's nothing wrong with treating yourself, dear. How to get started. I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I ran into the elderly gentleman outside his room and he asked me for a painkiller. In fact, I had several sample packets in my purse. I'd come from the pharmacy and they were just out in a bowl. But I refused the man, and the next thing I know, he turns up dead.
Come on, Moira. Come on.
Barely come to terms with the fact that I've resorted to hoarding sample packets of a basic headache medication, let alone reveal it.
Yeah, that's a big drop down from where it was. But, I mean, come on. He didn't die because he didn't get a Panadol or a Nurofen. How's it feel, America, to not know what medicine means?
Came here to be talked off a ledge, not pushed.
Can you imagine this in prison?
Can I interject? You're legally prohibited from supplying medication to your guests. So by not giving him anything, you've actually avoided any potential liability.
Ooh, all right, Patrick. Good work.
Thank God you're here, Pat.
Patrick.
Anyway, we just wanted to come by and invite you and your son to our happy hour, happening in the motel lobby between 4 and 5 p.m.
You're inviting my son to happy hour?
Well, again, wrong choice of words. It's not mandatory, but there is a fee for not attending, so you'll be paying for it either way.
Fucking hell, Johnny. Just tell him Bob is going to be there telling anecdotes. She'll show up.
Some of your questions were shockingly effective. Found it very telling how many people would just accept a cocktail from a total stranger.
Thank you.
Who would have known that Paul was allergic to cats? What was he doing here?
Great delivery on that line. What's he doing here?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you two. Enough pokery.
I have a date tonight.
Ted.
We may, need the apartment at some point.
Oh, it's one of those dates. He's expecting to get some.
My God, like for sex.
There you go.
I don't know why I thought you were single. That's...
Yeah, I thought I'd mention her. It's Heather. The woman with the cat.
Yes, I remember that as well. That was hilarious.
Well, good for Heather. Thirsty little thing, isn't she?
Easy there, Alexis.
Who would you hire from today?
I liked the guy with the glasses.
And he still wants her input and values her opinion as well. Oh, man, these two need to get together. Come on. It's amazing how much I disliked Ted when he first came into it. I thought he was just such a weak character, and now I'm totally into his journey. Same with these two.
Okay, listen,
No,
David.
you listen. Sorry, that came off way harsher than I wanted it to.
You know, when you kissed me, that felt like my first time. You know, all the things that you're supposed to feel, I felt them.
Wow. That's a very interesting way for him to word that.
It's not. I've kissed like 1,000 people, but nobody that I cared about or respected or thought was nice.
All right. Let's get some healthy relationships going here.
And hey, for the record, I also respect you and think that you're a good person.
Just I said nice person.
I know.
Oh.
Oh, how's family hour going in the lobby? This looks lovely.
Hope you're enjoying the cinnamon buns and vodka. Anyone from out of town? Well, that makes sense. You're all staying at the motel.
Oh, that's amazing. He could have just been like, hey, I just wanted to say to you all that this is the first time we've been booked out since we took over, and we just want to say thank you and give you some cinnamon buns and vodka.
Isn't this a glittering sea of hopeful faces?
Of hopeful faces. It looks sus as that they're trying to hide the coroner van as well. Like, if they see the coroner van leaving, the guests are going to think that Johnny is a killer.
Refreshments?
Okay, people, let's leave the cups inside. We're not in Vegas here. Thank you.
I don't get that joke. We're not in Vegas here? Okay, I'm glad we picked up exactly where we left off with the last one. Alexis has just finished her her graduation and has just quit the job with Ted, and David and Patrick have just had their kiss. I think it's a good idea to do that and not do a time jump with this show in this particular series, especially with David and Patrick. Like, while that first night is obviously very special, like that next day is probably going to be really awkward and a lot of drama and a lot of comedy in this as well. So Patrick is still like just a really lovable character, a great addition to this show. Like I say, I'm really enjoying Ted in this show too, but this was a bit of a weird episode for Stevie. We didn't really get our regular Stevie in this because she was kind of panicking the whole episode because there was the dead body in room 4. And that's very un-Stevie-like. She's usually a lot more composed and put together. So I'm still waiting for a good dose of Stevie, and I really want to see more Roland. Oh, Roland. Honestly, I don't know when the last time I watched this show was. It was probably, I think I stopped at the beginning of October, so it was like a month and a half ago. Roland is the one character that when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's right. I love this show. I love this character. And he annoys me so much. He reminds me of the character Charles Boyle from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Just in the fact that when I watch both of those shows, those characters just grind my gears, like, because they're so problematic, they just interfere with stuff, like, they're always the cause of drama and plot being driven forward and stuff like that. And so they're very similar in that aspect, but Roland is so much funnier than Charles Boyle. In this episode, he was only in it for a second, and he absolutely stole the show. If you do want to watch ahead, go to patreon.com/FWCI. It should be up to like episode 7 at this point where this one goes live. But this is Shit's Week, so it's going to be an episode for the next 5 days, and then if you go to Patreon, there's another 2 waiting there for you for $5 redos a month. Just go there, do the $5 redos, and then just unsubscribe. You can just watch ahead with all this stuff. You support the channel, I appreciate it, and I hope you guys are ready for more Shit's Creek. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, see you in the next video. Peace!